fate had a cruel twist in store for them. Midway through their journey, the spaceship collided with a rogue asteroid, causing significant damage. Panic filled the air as alarms blared, echoing the urgency of the situation. The rogue asteroid had come out of nowhere, catching them off guard. It was too late to avoid it, and the impact was devastating. The spaceship's hull was breached, exposing the interior to the harsh vacuum of space. The oxygen levels dropped rapidly, and the temperature plummeted. The navigation system was offline, and the communication was disrupted. The crew had only minutes to act before they would suffocate or freeze to death. Sarah knew what she had to do. She had trained for this kind of scenario, but she never expected to face it in reality. She grabbed her repair kit and headed to the airlock. She had to seal the hole in the hull, or they would all die. Sarah, driven by an unwavering determination, decided to venture outside to assess the damage. "Sarah, are you sure you want to do this?" Jake asked, concern in his voice. "Yes, Jake. I'm the best person for the job. I have the most experience and the best skills. Besides, someone has to do it. We can't let this mission fail," Sarah replied, confident in her voice. "But it's too dangerous. You don't know what could happen out there. What if something goes wrong? What if you get hurt? What if I lose you?" Jake said, fear in his voice. "Jake, don't worry. I'll be fine. I know what I'm doing. I have all the equipment and tools I need. And you'll be watching me from here. You'll guide me and support me. You won't lose me," Sarah said, reassurance in her voice. "Sarah, I love you," Jake said, emotion in his voice. "I love you too, Jake," Sarah said, affection in her voice. They kissed and hugged, then Sarah put on her helmet and entered the airlock. She put on her spacesuit and checked her oxygen tank. It was full, but it would only last for an hour. She hoped it would be enough. She also checked her tether, which connected her to the ship. It was her lifeline, and she had to make sure it was secure. She opened the airlock and stepped out into the void. She felt a rush of adrenaline as she saw the vastness of space around her. She also felt a pang of fear as she realized how vulnerable she was. One mistake, one malfunction, one accident, and she would be gone. She located the hole in the hull. It was bigger than she expected, and it looked like a jagged wound. She could see the sparks flying from the damaged wires and the smoke rising from the burned circuits. She could also hear the hissing of the escaping air and the cracking of the metal. She activated her jetpack and flew towards the hole. She had to be careful not to hit any debris or sharp edges. She reached the hole and attached herself to the hole with a magnetic clamp. She took out her welding torch and started to patch the hole with a metal plate. She worked quickly and efficiently, knowing that every second counted. She finished the patch and checked the air pressure. It was stable, and the oxygen levels were rising. She had done it. She had saved the ship and the crew. She felt a surge of relief and pride. She had proven herself to be a hero. She contacted Jake through her helmet radio. Jake, I did it. I fixed the hole. We're safe. Battling against the void of space, Sarah floated effortlessly, embracing her role as the guardian of their mission. However, in a cruel twist of fate, her jacket split apart, leaving her helplessly adrift in the darkness. Panic surged through Jake's veins as he watched his love, his heart, slowly drifting away from him. Sarah! Can you hear me? Are you okay? Jake shouted, desperation in his voice. Jake! I can hear you. But I'm not okay. My jacket is torn. I'm losing air. I can't breathe. Sarah shouted, terror in her voice. Oh God! Oh God! Sarah! Hang on! I'm coming for you! Jake shouted, determination in his voice. Without hesitation, Jake rushed to the airlock, desperate to save the woman he held so dear. But Sarah, her voice filled with a mix of fear and unwavering love, prohibited him from risking his life for hers. Through the static of their communication devices, she confessed what she had been longing to say all along. She wanted to marry Jake. Jake! Listen to me. You can't come for me. You can't leave the ship. It's too risky. It's too late. Sarah shouted, urgency in her voice. No. Sarah! Don't say that. There's still time. There's still hope. I can save you. Jake shouted, denial in his voice. Jake! Please! Don't do this. Don't do this for me. You have to live. You have to go back to Earth. You have to complete the mission. Sarah shouted, pleading in her voice. Sarah! How can you ask me that? How can I live without you? How can I go back to Earth without you? How can I complete the mission without you? Jake shouted, anguish in his voice. Jake! You have to do this for me. You have to do this for us. You have to do this for our love. Sarah shouted, conviction in her voice. What are you saying? What about our love? What about our future? What about our dreams? Jake shouted, confusion in his voice. Our love is stronger than anything. Our love will last forever. Our love will never die. Sarah shouted, passion in her voice. Sarah, Sarah. Jake shouted, pain in his voice. Jake, I have something to tell you. I have something to tell you that I've been wanting to tell you for a long time. But I didn't know how or when or if I ever could. Sarah whispered, tenderness in her voice. What is it? Jake whispered, curiosity in his voice. I want to marry you. I want to marry you more than anything in this world. More than anything in this universe. Sarah whispered, sincerity in her voice. You want to marry me? You want to marry me? Jake whispered, surprise in his voice. Yes. I want to marry you. Will you marry me? Sarah whispered, hope in her voice. Yes. Yes. Of course, I will marry you, Jake whispered, joy in his voice. They smiled and cried and said their vows and said their goodbyes. Tears mingled with the weight of the situation as Jake pleaded with Sarah to find a way back to safety. But with every passing second, his hope dwindled, and the reality of their predicament became painfully clear. Sarah, knowing that her chance of survival was slim, made the ultimate sacrifice. In a final act of love, she urged Jake to return to Earth, to find happiness, and to live a life she knew they could never share. Jake, I love you. I love you more than anything. I love you more than life itself. Sarah whispered, farewell in her voice. Sarah, I love you too. I love you more than anything. I love you more than life itself. Jake whispered, farewell in his voice. They closed their eyes and let go of each other.